beginning of Climb Every Mountain, we're going to take and analyze the beginning, how to harmonize that. And the title of the lesson here is Lead Sheet Trigger Notes. Because as soon as you see a chord and you know the chord members, that'll trigger your right hand in the corresponding position. In other words, Richard Rodgers starts the chord with a C chord, and he chose the third of C, which is a half a chord. And on page 44A, is the basic rules on melody dictates the position of the right hand, melody's relationship to the harmony. So if you look at the C major chord, and if the E is chosen, you can play half a chord. Or you can play second inversion to expand the sound out. So if your third's the melody, you can play second inversion. That's the 3-2 relationship. If the root is the melody, you can play thumb, or you can play first inversion. So that root triggers either a thumb and the chord down here, or a first inversion, putting your pinky on the root and opening up your left hand. So far we have the root and the third harmonized. If we need a fifth, you just play the full chord, assuming you know all your root, thirds, and fifths of your chords. That's the main thing. So Climb Every Mountain starts out with a half a C to a half a D, and then it goes into a full G major 7 chord. If we wanted to expand out that C part, we could play second inversion and a second inversion D as well, because the third is the melody, half the chord or second inversion, half the chord or second inversion, and that will trigger your hand position. Now when you see a 7 chord, G major 7, you look within the major 7, which is the minor triad, B minor, and you use that to determine the position. So the position of B minor with F sharp as the melody would have to be the fifth, would have to be the full root chord with G in the bass. There's the octave, there's the major 7. Inside the major 7 is a minor chord, page 55 of the plurality chapter in the Let's Enjoy Piano method. So you look at the plurality and you need the full root position. The next chord, G minor, is root position 5 because the melody is D, back to half a C or second inversion, into F major 7, which F major 7 has a minor inside, A minor, the melody being E, therefore the A minor has to be put in that position. If the melody was A, we put the A minor in first inversion, because the melody note dictates the position. So you'd have an R1 here, or you'd be able to play the thumb only in an A minor chord. You play the thumb here or here depending on the melody. Here we need a full A minor. So we have so far or expanded, so I have a little more gusto on that. So that's a half a chord or a 3-2, in other words when the third's the melody, second inversion, half a chord, or expanded, third's the melody, second inversion. Root position B minor goes into a regular G first inversion, because G is the melody note, so you're in a first inversion, R1. Then it goes into G minor, root position. So you can play that as a straight root chord because we need D as the melody. Going to a C half into F major 7. Inside the F major 7 is an A minor chord. It's in root position because the fifth of A minor is the melody. That's the 5 RP. Fifth is the melody, it's a root position. Or if 5 is the melody, it's a full chord, full root position. So we have or, you can put in a fill when you have some room, right down the A minor chord. It goes from A minor to the F minor 7. The melody is the C. Inside the F minor 7 is a major chord, the A flat. The plurality, chapter on plurality, page 55, shows inside a minor 7 is a major triad. So here's your F minor 7, A flat chord, the melody being, looking only at the plurality, looking at the A flat, you have half the chord. That's C is half of A flat, and the melody goes to the 5 full. So it goes into a full C, into a thumb, or expand it out to the full first inversion, because root is the melody. And D minor 7 is the next chord, F the plurality of D minor 7, full F, and the melody is now E. Melody is C on the full F, D minor 7. Add in the E, you have D minor 9 with an F major 7 in the right hand, into a G7 or a G regular, G7. We'd have to deal with the plurality being B diminished, and you have to put the B diminished in the second inversion, or half the chord, because D is the melody off of a B diminished, and then finish with a C1. So for those of you who bought the book, you can check page 55, the Legendary Piano Method Plurality chapter, page 44A, Melody's Relationship to Harmony, and it goes through the R1, 3-2, 5 RP. Those are your 3 choices in harmonizing the right hand triads, whether they be the top of a 7 chord or by themselves. You use the same rules. So I hope that helps you out, and we'll be analyzing other songs along those lines. So enjoy Climb Every Mountain.